Some say Chinese is one of the most difficult languages in the world, and learning it is almost impossible.
So learning Chinese, the most difficult thing.
非常难.
So I'm sort of tone deaf. I can't really hear them.
I think the cultural mindset is the biggest complication for
The
us.
grammar.
知吃思吃都还难。
It's just complicated so much.
Only because you're not learning it in the right way. Why not try Takeaway Chinese, where you can take some Chinese away and experience progress day by day. Takeaway Chinese, we will promise you a difference.
你好，欢迎收听随行汉语 Welcome to Takeaway Chinese. I'm Fei Fei, and joining me today in the studio is Tony Reed. Hello, Tony.
Fei Fei, what's going on? And hello to our listeners out there. Hope you're ready to take away some Chinese. I certainly am.
Yeah, and we have something I'm personally really excited about. Go
Okay.
shopping. Go. Ooh.
I don't like shopping.
Really?
How do you say shopping again?
Go. Ooh.
Go woo?
Go is the fourth tone. Wu is also the fourth tone. Go. Ooh.
Go woo.
Yes.
Is there another way to say shopping? I feel like there's another way. I've heard this term shopping, but I've never heard this expression that you just taught me.
Well, go wu is like go shopping, and also when you're going shopping, you're basically buying stuff.
Yeah.
And is mai
My.
is the third tone.
Okay.
Mai is buy.
Okay.
So maybe you heard people talking about how they buy things.
Right.
Mai. And this is the topic for our discussion today, which is shopping. Go wu. And first of all, as usual, we have a dialogue prepared about shopping.
Yeah. Okay.
请问有什么需要吗？
谢谢，我就是随便看看。
要不看看这边的衣服，衬衫啊、毛衣啊、夹克啊，全部买一赠一。
这件衬衫是什么面料的？
是纯棉的，要试穿一下吗？
看起来小了一点儿，给我拿一件大号的吧。
So, Tony, what do you think of the dialogue? Is there something you think you can use afterwards?
Some of it. Maybe not all of it, but yeah, there's something about the size and when someone asks you something when you walk in, which I'm not really a fan of, but they tend to ask you if you want something or this or that, and I think this is a pretty good response because a lot of times people are just looking.
Yeah, and these are some of my favorite exchanges I would have with sales. Like the first sentence, 请问有什么需要吗?
That sounds like, hello, do you have something you need, or can I help you find something, right?
Yeah, can I help you with anything?
Yeah, so 请问, isn't this normally like, please, I have a question?
Yeah, or
like
excuse me?
A kind way to interject.
Yeah.
And then yo, I think this is the yo, like you have something, right? And then 什么 is what, and then 需要 is need.
Yeah.
And then ma is the question. So yeah, what do you need, or do you have something you need?
That's like the cue question of every salesperson that you will encounter in any shopping malls or stores or shops.
Okay. So this is very useful.
Yeah. 请问有什么需要吗? And the next one is the response that normally people give to the salesperson. 谢谢，我就是随便看看。
And that's thank you, I am just looking, or I'm just browsing, yeah. So yeah, thank you is of course 谢谢, and then 我就是 so 我 is of course I, and then 就是 I think this is like only or just, right?
Yes.
And then 随便, I've heard this used a lot. I think this is just kind of like something you do at your discretion, right?
Yeah.
So like whatever works, or casually, right?
Yeah.
And then kan is obviously look.
Yeah, look. And the second 看, it doesn't have a tone there. So 看is a way of saying looking or browsing. And then the sales respond with 要不看看 这边的衣服，衬衫啊，毛衣啊，夹克啊，全部买一赠一。
Yeah, and that's where I normally don't like when they try to get my attention to somewhere, because I just find it so annoying. But yes, it's part of the sales strategy. But anyway, that's why not have a look at the clothes here. Shirts, sweaters, and jackets are all buy one, get one free.
That's the sentence I would get really intrigued with. I would definitely go and check it out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I guess it must work for
people like me.
Yeah, because for me, it's just like, oh, why are you talking to me? So, 要不, I think this expression means how about.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then 看看 means look over, look. And then 这边, I think that's like here or this way, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So 这边的衣服, so 衣服 is clothes. So this way is clothes. 衬衫, I think that's shirts, right?
Yeah.
And then there's a at the end of this. Is this like and?
Well, it's sort of a way of giving you the idea that they are giving you options.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can see the 衬衫啊，毛衣啊，夹克啊. She's given you 3 options here.
So that means something is going to follow. Like there's another item on this list.
Yes.
Okay.
When you are listing a number of things and you have the in the end of the noun, and which gives an informal feeling, a bit like saying, like, you know, the kind of thing, sort of, and then you list out things.
Okay. So 衬衫 is a shirt. 毛衣, I believe that's sweater, right?
Yeah.
And then 夹克, I believe that's sounds like jacket.
Yeah, I think 夹克 is actually translated from jackets in English.
Okay.
夹克.
And then 穿不买. So 穿不, this is all.
Mm-hmm.
And then 买, I believe that's buy, right?
Yeah.
And then 赠一, I believe 赠 means kind of like to gift.
Yeah.
To gift someone something.
Yeah.
And then 一 means one, right?
Yeah. So 买一赠一 is a very common expression that used in sales of saying buy one, 买一, get one free. 赠一, the 赠 is gifted and give as free.
Okay.
So 买一赠一.
好。
这件衬衫是什么面料的?
So that's what material is this shirt made of? So 这件, so 这 normally indicates this, right? So 这件 is piece, right? So this piece, 这件. And then 衬衫, this is shirt, yeah?
Yeah.
是什么 is what? And then 面料的, so 面料, this is like fabric or material, yeah?
Yeah, 面料 is, I think for shoppers, frequent shoppers like me, we're really cautious about the material, the 面料 that the clothes is made of. And preferably, the salesperson answers 是纯棉的，要试穿一下吗?
So this is, it's pure cotton. Would you like to give it a try? So 是 means is, and then 纯棉, right?
Yeah.
This is cotton.
Pure cotton.
Pure cotton.
纯 is the pure here, 100%. And the 棉 is cotton, as in 棉花, cotton.
Oh, okay. Sounds a little bit like noodles. All right. So then 要 is like want. And then 试穿, I think 试穿 means to put it on.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And then 一下, I think 一 represents one. And then 下.
I think we need to understand 试穿一下 is a compound phrase here.
Okay.
It means like you give it a try or try it on for a bit.
Understood.
And then 看起来小了一点儿，给我拿一件大号的吧。
So that's, this one looks a bit too small. Could you bring me a bigger one?
Yeah, I think he tries it on, maybe.
So 看起来, this looks like.
Yeah.
And then 小 is small. 小了 is it EDR or EDN?
EDR.
Okay.
Yeah, you have
So
the together with the dian.
Yeah. So EDR, I think that's
It's a way of saying a bit, a little bit.
Yeah, that's right, a bit. And then 给我 means give me. 拿一件. So 拿 here, is that then?
It's like fetch or bring me.
Okay.
拿 is the second tone.
Okay. And then 一件, I believe that's the quantity of one.
Yeah.
大好, I would say that's bigger. Duh, so bigger of that shirt. And then the ba. The ba is normally like a word that you use when you're telling somebody to do something, right?
Yeah, like politely. Because he's using 给我, something in between ba. Is a way of sounding more polite instead of being really giving out an order or something like that. So yeah, there is something I think would be very useful in daily conversations.
Yeah.
Do you want to give the dialogue a go first?
Sure.
请问有什么需要吗？
谢谢，我就是随便看看。
要不看看这边的衣服，衬衫啊、毛衣啊、夹克啊，全部买一赠一。
这件衬衫是什么面料的？
是纯棉的，要试穿一下吗？
看起来小了一点儿，给我拿一件大号的吧。
You're listening to Takeaway Chinese with myself, Fei Fei and Tony Reid. We would love to hear from you. Send us your thoughts via email to learnchinese@cri.com.cn. And if you're interested in the Chinese culture and you want to get a grip on the Chinese language, please continue with the show and to learn more about Chinese. For more fun Chinese learning, you can also follow us on Facebook by Learn Chinese to watch many fun videos and live streams. And coming up next, let's learn about going shopping in Chinese. 一起去购物吧. Don't go away, so you will take some Chinese away. Welcome back to Takeaway Chinese. I'm Fei Fei and joined by Tony in the studio. So Tony, we had a little conversation, a little dialogue about going out shopping and how to communicate with the salesperson.
Right.
Yeah, and there is definitely, I think, a few words we can take away with. First one is 要不.
要不.
It means how about, what about.
Okay.
Yeah, like the salesperson suggests, how about looking at these clothes? And he said, 要不看看这边的衣服.
Okay.
It's like giving out suggestions and making suggestions. For example, 要不休息一会儿吧? How about taking a break?
Right. 休息 is break. Yeah. Okay. 一会儿, is that later?
It's like, yeah, it can mean later.
Okay.
Like, for example, we're going to see you later. 一会儿见.
一会儿见.
See you in a while.
Right.
And it can also mean for a while or a little bit, you know, 休息一会儿, rest a little bit, rest for a while, means like a really short period of time.
Right. Okay.
And also we can use like when you are giving out suggestions to your friends, like 要不我们一起去吧?
So this is like 我们一起去. So yeah, how about we go out together?
Yeah.
Okay.
要不我们一起去吧? It's a way I think can be a way of asking someone else.
Yeah.
Can be useful for that as well.
So 要不 So 我们去电影.
去看电影.
看电影.
Yeah.
Okay, so 要不我们去看电影.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
go see.
Yeah, go see.
So there's
How
two
about
verbs there. They can be right next to each other.
Yeah. Go to see a movie. Yeah, it means how about going to see a movie together?
Okay.
要不去看电影. It's a common phrase I think used when people are asking somebody out. Like, how about going to the movies? How about meeting next week?
Okay.
And you can use 要不去看电影要不下周见
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And also we have, you asked me about this one, about the use of 3 R's.
The use of 3
R. 衬衫啊毛衣啊
yeah.
夹克啊 right? When you are listing out things and you are giving out options and you can use the in the end of the noun.
Yeah.
For example, we have all sorts of snacks, peanuts, roasted seeds, chips. You can eat whatever you want. And in this case, you can have the in the end of the peanuts, the roasted seeds, and the chips.
Okay. So that would be, woman. How do you say snacks? Is it 零食?
零食, yes.
Okay. 都有. So that means we have all of them, right? Or
we have,
lots.
花生啊
罐子啊薯片啊 Okay. 你随便吃吧
Yes, 我们什么零食都有花生啊瓜子啊薯片啊你随便吃吧
Okay.
Yep. So, you can use it in these cases when listing out things. And
does it matter if you're listing off 2 things or 3 things or 5 things? Or
I don't think it matters. You can use, if you want to list out 10 things, you can use 10 as.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we use 和 as well?
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay.
For example, in the previous example we gave, 花生啊瓜子啊和薯片啊 it still makes sense.
If we use 和
Yeah. 和瓜子啊和薯片啊so that's roasted seeds and chips still make sense. People still get it and it still sounds natural as well.
Okay, just to give an example, because I didn't quite hear it. So if I say 花生和罐子和薯片和 that works?
Oh, like the multiple 和?
Yeah.
That would be sounding very, that doesn't sound right.
Okay.
So when you are listing out things, more than 2 things, the easier way would be putting the in the end of the nouns.
Okay.
So that instead of using multiple 和s, because if you say 花生和瓜子和薯片, it just sounds you are discovering one item after another. You didn't really have a knowledge of what you have. So if you put the in the end, it's like I'm giving out options here. I know all sorts of snacks we have.
Okay.
Yeah, so the is kind of, colloquial here.
All right.
Yeah, like 春节啊中秋啊端午啊都是中国重要的节日 The Spring Festival, the Mid-Autumn Festival, the Dragon Boat Festival are all important Chinese holidays.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, I think we talked a little bit about the 一点儿
EDR. Okay, so this is like a little bit.
Yeah,
quite a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it's like especially added after an adjective, meaning just a little bit to something. Like in the dialogue before it says the clothes, the shirt is a little bit too small.
Too small.
Yeah.
Right.
小了点儿
小了一点儿. Okay. How about expensive? So we need to use太贵了 or just 贵了?
贵了一点
贵了一点
without the tie.
Okay.
贵了一点 is like a little bit too expensive.
Okay.
But if you use 太贵了 is like too much. It's just way too expensive. And so in that case you can say 贵了一点
Okay.
Or when you want to buy a pair of jeans and the jeans are a bit shorter for you,
Okay.
you can say 短了一点
短了一点
Yeah.
Okay, so you just put the adjective first.
Yeah.
And then you add that after it.
Yes.
Okay. So 今天天气热一点儿
热了一点 yes.
热了
热了一点
Okay.
Yeah, it means today's weather is a bit hot.
Got it.
Yeah. And also, I think we talked a little bit before the show about how to say sizes in Chinese. It's like a mixture of English and Chinese.
Really?
Yeah.
That's right.
Like when we are saying the size that you want to buy or you want to try on, in English it's like either large, extra large, or even extra large. That you have the X before the L. And in Chinese, of course, you can say for large size, you can say 大号. 大号. For extra large, you can say 特大号. The 特 being extra. But also you can say XL. The 叉 meaning like the X before, and then you have the L after for the large. You can also ask for, I need a XL, meaning extra large.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. When you are asking for extra large, it's XL. Yeah, XL.
L.
Yes.
我需要衬衫 or how do you say shirt?
衬衫.
衬衫的 L? Or do I need to say the L? The
Before 衬衫.
Okay, so 我需要 L 的 how do you say shirt again?
衬衫. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it also can be translated into extra small as well. For extra small, it's XS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
XS.
Because it's instead of saying X, XS or XL, which is not really easy to say for Chinese, especially, we use the cha in a way to saying the cross, the X before the size. Okay. You can say 给我拿一件 XS.
Give me XS extra small.
Yeah.
什么？
给我拿一件 XS. 拿 is like bring me. Can you bring me an extra small?
Okay. But
Yeah.
we didn't say of what, right?
Yeah, because if you are in the store yourself, you'll be holding that piece of clothes.
Right.
So you don't need to say the nouns here. You can just say the size. 给我拿一件 XS.
Okay.
That's the shopping exchanges normally happened between the salesperson and the shoppers. But I think if you are shopping now in China, most of the time you won't be going to the store yourself, right? Like I know you didn't really go to the store to buy the things you need, and mostly you go out online. And
Most
then,
things, yes.
Right?
Clothes I'm a bit
order.
picky about because they need to fit. You know, so it's nice to be able to try it on. How do you say try on?
试穿.
试穿.
Yeah.
Okay.
试穿, 试 is the fourth tone, 穿 is the first tone. 试穿.
试穿.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess especially if you're working and living in a different culture, well, not different culture, but like people who have like different sizes and figures.
Right.
Than where
been my
you
experience here in China.
Yeah. So you definitely need to go to the store and put on to 试穿 the clothes to make sure what kind of clothes or what size of clothes you need to buy.
我需要试穿衣服.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to try clothes on.
Okay.
Yeah. And that happens to me as well. When I lived in another country, in Australia to be specific, I do find that the design of the clothes is very different for me as an Asian person.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Yeah, so the size is different and the ratio of different parts of the body is also very different.
Yeah.
So we definitely need to go to the store to 试穿 to try them on. But I guess it will be easier if you shop online, that you don't have this kind of exchange with...
It depends on how much information they have available on the online store, right? Because if they don't have these dimensions, then you're gambling, which happens to me a lot. I buy things and I get it, I'm like, I can't wear this. So yeah, I have to refund. How do you say refund?
退款.
退款.
Yes.
Okay.
退 is like return. 款 is the payment.
Okay.
退款.
退款.
That will be a struggle, even though it's not really, it's like a 3 tabs on your phone, it still takes time and process, right?
我需要退款.
Yeah, 退款. 退货, that means return of the products. And 退款 is to refund.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
That's a useful word.
And so maybe that's why when buying online, especially buying clothes, the materials is unknown, that you don't really know what kind of fabric they're using, and that can cause a lot of confusions and misunderstandings, miscommunications that you need to 退款 and 退货. And that brings us to the end of today's Takeaway Chinese. I'm Fei Fei with Tony Reid here in the studio. For more episodes of the show, you can visit our website at radio.cgtn.com and go to the column podcast. You can listen to the show and read the script there.
Find us wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts, including Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and much more. Just search for Takeaway Chinese, and don't forget to leave your comments, questions, and ratings.
All right, guys, we'll see you next time.
再见.